5 mistakes that will kill your LinkedIn profile and how to fix them. Welcome back, guys. This is Victoria from Psychant. Today in this video I'm going to tell you the 5 biggest mistakes that can absolutely kill your LinkedIn profile and how to fix them. So if you already have a LinkedIn profile, you've already made a big step ahead to a successful hire. However, it's not just about being visible on LinkedIn and having the profile, but you also have to know how to use this powerful tool in order to benefit from it, to be noticed by recruiters, to brand yourself, to build your network, or simply just get more connections. So it doesn't matter if you're looking for a job or maybe you're looking for a business partner, there are some must-haves you have to pay attention to in your LinkedIn profile. So you need to make sure that your profile leaves a great impression to any casual visitor, regardless if it's a recruiter or business partner or employer, and avoid certain wrong stuff which can be a turn-off for any employer or any visitor. So after reviewing maybe more than 100 profiles on a daily basis, I can see certain common mistakes which are repeated over and over again. So in this video, I'm going to tell you the 5 biggest mistakes that you can make in your LinkedIn profile that can absolutely kill it and how to fix them. The first biggest mistake that you can make in your LinkedIn profile is having discrepancies. So according to the latest LinkedIn Talent Solution report, having discrepancies between your CV and LinkedIn profile will mean a big red flag for any casual visitor. So having an inconsistency between the information from your resume and your LinkedIn profile shows that you're either not being honest or you're not as detailed oriented as you say you are. So for example, you show that in your resume you worked for X company for 6 months. However, your LinkedIn profile shows that you worked for this company for 2 years. Or for example, you've mentioned in your CV that you worked with X tools and technologies in your latest project. However, your LinkedIn profile doesn't show these tools and technologies that you're saying you're working with. So if you're really not sure how to fix this, I would always suggest you to review the compliance between your CV and LinkedIn profile and make sure that the information presented there is always aligned. For example, if you recently had some new certifications or training courses, or you got knowledge in certain technologies or tools, make sure that you always update this information in your LinkedIn profile and do the same for your CV. The second biggest mistake that can absolutely kill your LinkedIn profile is confusing job title. So the content you present in your LinkedIn profile should not sound fancy. However, it should be clear for any casual visitor, and not only recruiters or employers or just like business partners. So this means that your LinkedIn profile, especially the job title, should be clear, straightforward, and easy to understand. As for example, I can give you some bad examples of confusing job titles, which usually doesn't give us much information. For example, one bad example is the high-level job title. For example, finance and business professional. What specifically do you do? So people who are visiting your profile would like to know what are your duties really on a daily basis, and this title doesn't give much information. The second bad example is the too vague job title. For instance, project leader. What exactly you do? It's not really clear. And a third bad example is the meaningless job title. For example, results-oriented business analyst. Okay, it's nice to say it's an adjective like results oriented, but it really doesn't give too much information. So instead of doing this, I would suggest you to just add maybe the industry you're working in, or I don't know, the area you're focused on. However, this results oriented is totally not necessary. And the fourth bad example are the too fancy job titles. For example, code ninja or operations unicorn. yeah, it might sound funny to you, it sounds interesting. However, it would really not help you in getting the job because you will simply either not appear in the search or people will not be able to understand what exactly you're doing. If you're really not sure how to construct your job title, I've prepared a special video for you about the 5 things recruiters want to see in your LinkedIn profile, where I talk specifically about the job title. So I'm going to link it in the description below and make sure to check it out. Third biggest mistake that can absolutely kill your LinkedIn profile, and this one is very common, I see it in almost every second or third profile, is poorly developed profile sections. So when people visit your LinkedIn profile, recruiters or casual visitors, it should be clear to them who you are, what your expertise is, and what your current and past job responsibilities are. So if your LinkedIn profile is half blank, you have only one sentence in every job position, or only between 1 to 5 skills in the keywords, it's already a big red flag. So your LinkedIn profile sections should be easy to search, well written, and filled in content. So I would suggest you to definitely update every profile section, meaning that to have at least 5 job responsibilities in every position, to have at least 10 skills that can be searched in the keywords, to add your recent work samples, even images or videos linked to your work, even the new training courses and the certifications you recently achieved. So your profile must be filled with content. So of course, if you're really not sure how to do this, you can always follow your CV, because in the same time your LinkedIn profile should be a direct reflection from your CV. So just remember that on LinkedIn, it's all about content. A fourth biggest mistake that can absolutely kill your LinkedIn profile for any visitor is job hopping. According to the Bureau of Labor Statistics, an average employee stays at one position for around 4 years. So this means that if you have had frequent job changes in different companies for a short period of time, it's already a big red flag. For example, if you changed 5 different companies in the last 2 years, this kind of shows that you either had poor relationships or quick burnout, or simply a lack of loyalty towards the employer. Even though the perceptions around job hopping have changed in the recent years, this still remains a point of attention for many potential employers. So that's why you need to make sure that you kind of avoid job hopping, or at least for your LinkedIn profile. In fact, I'm going to prepare a special video regarding how job hopping can affect your career. So if you're interested to know more about it, make sure to subscribe to our channel. Fifth biggest mistake that will absolutely kill your LinkedIn profile is having no network. So even though you should not collect connections just for the sake of it, still there is some reasonable number of connections that you need to have in your LinkedIn network. So of course, if you have only 30 connections, then it can be kind of a red flag that you should work on expanding your LinkedIn network. So for example, according to the latest LinkedIn recommendations, you should have at least 300 connections in your LinkedIn profile, because for example, CEOs have around 900 connections on average. So if you want to work on building your network more, I would suggest you to kind of start being more visible and active on LinkedIn. This means that you can always join interest-specific groups, also like certain posts, share them, or just comment on certain posts. In the same time, you can also try to connect with your coworkers or other people that you know. Because LinkedIn is definitely, this will help a lot for increasing your online visibility, because the more active you are, the higher the chances you will appear in the user's feeds, and that way build your connections. Thank you very much, guys, for watching this video. Today, my question for you is, which one of these 5 biggest mistakes you already have in your LinkedIn profile?